Hi, this is Matt Apsicardu for KarateDepot.com. I'd like to show you how to select and size your sai. When trying to select a sai, there are two major things to consider: shape and color. Most sai are octagonal, like this. And you'll notice that it's multiple flat sides, one after the other. However, another very common style is round. So this is completely round all the way around. And you might be wondering, is there a difference between round and octagonal? And is there a difference in performance? And the answer is generally no. Octagonal versus round is preference on taste. That's really the most that there is to it. As is color. So the first one that you saw was chrome plated. And as these become chipped, sometimes the chips get a little darker, sometimes they don't. It depends how thick the plating of the chrome is. And that's a quality issue. However, you can also get black. And with black, what's going to depend on is it black underneath or is it a chrome stainless steel blend with black paint on it. Either way, as your side chip, they're going to show little defects, but I wouldn't worry too much about it. Okay? As long as they stand up to your bunkai and to your kata, everything should be what it is. One thing that I recommend, maybe, if you want to get a nice chrome pair of sai or a nice black for your performances, leave those untouched, and then get a second pair for banging around. Also consider what kind of handle you want, what kind of grip. It's pretty easy to do a re-gripping, and we can show you that in a different video. But some are cord, some are string, some are leather, and that's a matter of preference and taste as well. So as you can see, when it comes to your sai, there's a lot of taste factor going on. But one thing that's not a matter of taste is how you size it. When you're sizing your sai, it's very relevant to how long your arm is. So what you want to do is measure the arm to your pointer finger. Get that number, then add an inch. Okay? So that would take me to right around 21. That's going to get you to about the size you need. And if you reflect that number onto the charts that we have available, you'll see where you fall in. Now, what happens if you order too large or too small? How can that be a problem? Well, this little toothpick right here, or should I say chopstick, is obviously for youngsters. But it does illustrate the point. If you happen to get a sai that's too small, you have all this open arm when you're trying to block. If you have to err on the side of length. Give yourself a little extra length down on the bottom. You'll notice when I get my properly sized sai here, when I do the pointer finger, I added an extra inch to accommodate for the top. And as this comes down, it lines up just about with the edge of my elbow. If it's a little long, that's fine. Now, one thing I want to show you before we leave you today is how to hold the sai properly, both inward and outward. And in fact, let me use this same side here. When it comes to the handle, you're going to have a little bit of space along the bottom. That's just the nature of how it works. However, you want to make sure you don't have too much space. You don't want to be sliding up and down too far. When you're folding the sai inward, tucking the thumb, letting it wrap here this way. Be careful and check with your style if you use a pointed guider finger or if you do not. That's going to be style specific. As you reach back over and unfold it, be careful to get your thumb out of the way. Remember that these are used to catch other people's weapons. You do not want your thumb or your fingers involved at all. Keep those fingers out of the way, and it'll be much safer practice for you.